Hey, Planeswalkers, Mythras here. Hope you're doing well and staying safe. Welcome, my friends, to today's episode of Top Deck. We're taking on the meta with our Izzet Turns deck. So a very popular one here. This one is top 50 by our friend Geoff MTG. Congratulations, bud, on hitting the top 50 with this deck. Super excited to be digging in here with this one. We've got a few different pieces. Looks similar to a Izzet Dragons deck, but certainly a lot of differences here still, and we'll talk about those in a second. So appreciate you tuning in. Flip me a like if you enjoyed today's video. If you have questions, if you got comments, let me know down below. Love to hear from you always. Feel free to pop in that Discord server. We're about 300 plus strong, which is great. Lots of folks in there that can help. Additionally, in the description, you will find the deck list, the timestamps, where we'll break down the strategy objective of this list, and then we'll go into boarding for best of 3. We'll go play that competitive Magic in both best of 1 and best of 3 here today. And then last but not least, we'll cover out and do an outtake, a little bit of a retrospective on where this sits, my friends. So very excited about what we got going on with the Turns deck. Certainly under a lot of controversy here with Elrond's Epiphany. But nonetheless, we are ready for what we have going on here today. So again, thank you for taking the time to watch today's episode. Welcome to the metaverse. Great ways to stay connected with us and up to date on everything going on, and great ways to support the channel and good and continued benefits for you there as well. So appreciate it, Planeswalkers. Let's go ahead and dive into our Izzet Turns deck. Again, top 50 by Geoff MTG here. Certainly cooking with what we have going on, and by cooking we got burn down the house as one thing here. So this is a new pickup from our Innistrad Midnight Hunt, where we can do a board wipe or we can create a bunch of 1/1 devil tokens. Great ways to finish out. We have 4 damage with the demon bolts here, which is great. That's going to hit most stuff. Everything else here is about slowing things down. We do have the Smoldering Egg again from Innistrad Midnight Hunt, where we can create a lovely 4/4 flying dragon that also pings. Another big pickup here is Galvanic Iteration. So what this one does is when we cast our next instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell, we may choose new targets for the copy. So boom, boom, boom. Lots of turns going on there with that. Other things that we can do to pump. We got Divide by Zero, giving us access to the sideboard. Memory Deluge here, allowing us to dig. Very, very powerful to go find what we need. Expected Windfall as an additional cost to this cast a spell. Discard a card. Draw 2 cards, create 2 treasure tokens, massive ramp. And from there we continue. We got Hall of Storm Giants. We got our lovely Field of Ruin. This you can wait till they activate those lands and crack them. So this is more of a late game deck. A mid-range to late game, so keep that in mind. That is the strategy objective of the list. Slow things down early game, control the board. Smoldering Egg here is really going to help us do that, and then move off and get there to what we need to. So that is what we got going on. Now we're going to break down 3 ways: aggro, mid-range, late game. Aggro decks, things like mono white. We have Boros aggro. We have mono green Stompy in the space, werewolves as well. That's kind of a bridge deck. There, what you're going to want to focus on, we got things like Burning Hands to flip in. We also got this one here, Karthik Pyre, 2 damage or 3 damage creature or planeswalker. Discard up to 2 cards and draw that many cards, which can also work really well. We also got Cinderclasm to wipe the board. So those are all things that you're going to consider moving in. Then as you get into mid-range again, we covered off on some of the bridge decks. We also get Izzet Tempo. We got again, Izzet Turns can kind of be mid-range again, but most likely no. We're going to really focus on our dragons decks, which can also be in that space. And then we have things like Selesnya mid-range here as well. So we're going to break it between kind of more creature-based decks or non. If they're non, we'll start to think about Tested Talents. We'll think about Malvin Hermit to counter magic spell, otherwise a counterplay. Otherwise, we got the direct burn cards here. And again, what you're going to do is you're going to look to flip things out, like the direct burn for counter, or vice versa. In terms of some of the dig to get more of the counter in there to slow down those early games. Late game, we got Izzet Turns, we got Grixis Turns, we got a whole host of things. Again, Dragons kind of bridges this. We got Azor's Control, we got Dimmer Control in the space. as well. So here what you're going to do is you're going to load up in Melvin Hermits, you're going to load up on Tested Talents, you're going to flip out a lot of things. I'd pull out Burning Down the House, I'd pull out Fading Hope. Fading Hope's good though because you can target your own creatures, so remember that. That's a great way to do a lot of damage there. Other things, these direct damage spells like Demon Bolt, you could go less than Smoldering Egg as well. So that is the strategy objective of the list. We're going to move on into our match play here, but again, we broke it down against aggro, mid-range, and late game, and again, how we're going to play this list. If you got continued questions or comments, let me know down below. Always love to hear from you. Let's go play here today some competitive Magic in both the best of 1 and best of 3 space. So let's flip out of that. We'll go into Izzet Turns. We just covered that mono black aggro list as well. And we'll take it from there. Moving a couple balloons behind me. Oof, we had a nice little birthday party in our house. Right, so let's go ahead. We'll keep this. Now, problematically, we can't show anything here. Uh-oh. What do we want to do here? Let's do this. Let's go pull some cards. We want to choose one. Let's put that back in. Looks like we got a zombies aggro list. Rakdos aggro. There you go. Now, good news is we just need to get to this as fast as possible here. Now we got plenty of that. Keep our spike. That would be a problem. Now, this thing already had haste. Four, 7, 9, 8's not gonna make a difference. They got us. Ugh. Not quite fast enough here. So we didn't get enough to pull things back and hold the board down against the aggro deck. So the right matchup for opponent, not the right matchup for us. Unfortunately, here today in best of 1. Let's go into our next matchup. We'll see how this goes. Ooh. Not what we wanted there. All right, here we go. We'll go into our next best of one. Ghastly Tech. Oof. You can try it. It's not the best. These are going to help us now, early game. Now, we don't have to worry about this, except they can sack it if they want. Bike field clears a lot for us. Another blue is what we need. Spike the eye twitch for sure. If we get a chance to, anyway. There we go. Grab the bolt. Get rid of that. There we are. We'll wait. Now, what we do want to do, if we can, is get that combo of a bunch of turns. So we'll see if we can play through that and make it work here on this one. Now we have a lot we can dig for there too. Alright, so here's this. Go grab this. Wait. Now we have plenty of things we can do if we need it. That. We can grab this one. We'll put that one back in. We'll grab that one. Play that. Let's go here. Play that. And wait. They're trying real hard on that. And grab it again. There we go. Egg. It's not enough. Do that. There's our copy now. Great creature. We can make that guy bigger if we want. Let's do Fading Hope. Alright, so we still got our Galvanic Iteration. So unfortunately, we've blown through most of the stuff. Now we could use Field of Ruin if we wanted. Ah. Now we can also double up on this and do a double counter if we need to. Which is exactly what we're gonna have to do. Double counter. Double counter. Double counter. Beautiful. So we'll show how Memory Deluge works. Damn. Very, very nice. Super, super nice. Not bad. Alright. So we got to see all the cool key pieces deck, which is awesome. We'll go to our next one here. Great way to support the channel. We got swag, lots of cool stuff. YouTube memberships for you. Patron. I'll keep this. Oh, I want to keep my spike field. Let's do this. Go. Oof, I need to hang on to that one. All right, so we got a few things. We got counter magic we can do. Not quite yet. So now we do this, we pop that back, hit that, clears the board. We can look, we'll keep that. Everything's done. My turn. We can kick something. Kick this. Oh! Golden. Complete control against mono green, my friends. All right. Third and final best of one. We went 2-1. Very, very healthy. We lost the aggro deck. The Rakdos won. A nice matchup. But yeah, looking good. Let's go ahead into our traditional standard rank. We did the mono black one. Let's go back to Izzet Turns. Here we go. And we are off, my friends. Boom. So for those of you kicking in here now, we are currently 2-1 in best of one. Not bad with our Izzet Turns deck here. Now we're going into our best of three portion of today's video. Wombez. Let's see where we go from here. We can keep this. Boom, boom. Go from there. Mono white. Well, it looks like. Ooh, Selesnya. Oh, as much as... So I'm doing that first. I got the dragon. If we don't hit a land, we're gonna be hurting. Now they don't have double white. Now they're good now. The land drop miss is going to really be brutal for us. Let's go into hand. And there, we'll grab that. Put that as land. Selesnya midrange. They're going full out. Oh, we're not hitting anything that we need. Can't play that. Can't play any of this stuff. I'll push it for now. We'll let him make the 4 more tokens. Did not get there. 2, 4, 6. We'll go to the next one. We're not coming back from that. Maybe we could live one more, but I don't think we're gonna get there. So we'll grab all those. We'll keep those. We can get rid of. We do want the digs. There's something pretty good here though. Will help a little bit. That still helps. Few more. Get rid of a ramp. There we go. All right. Try that out. Wompets. Now we're coming from behind, so we'll see what happens. A little bit better. A little bit better. Wait. We'll wait again. They're still good though. It's a problem here. Can bolt that guy if we need to. We'll do that to make them think maybe it's something else. Depends on how well they know the deck. Not super worried about that guy yet. Lots of deck thinning, that was the problem. We need to hit our board wipes. So the artifact one is also where we could get that off. One, two, three, four, five. Go to 6. Right now, it's not going to be lethal. Alright, we'll see how much we can set it up for. Depends on what they play here. So they're at 8, 9. They drop the double toughness, we're in trouble. We do have our just Jawari Disruption still. It's fine. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7, 8, 6. So we got enough to play that. And the Deluge. One, two, three, four, 5, 6. What the heck? What's blocking me here? This guy? Oh, yeah. That's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, two, three. Bad play on my side. Not good. The not so good play there. Super bummer. That's an accident waiting to happen. Yasharn for the win. And I wasn't worried about it. I should eat my words there. But it happens. Planeswalkers, we make those mistakes once in a while. We're not perfect. That's what happens. So anyway, that is Izzet Turns. Super fun deck. Top 50 deck. Again, by our friend here, Geoff MTG. Congratulations, bud, on hitting the top 50. I did not do it justice there at the end. Apologies. Just couldn't get it what we needed to make it happen and get things going. We sideboard the right stuff in. Could have used some extra ones of these. These board wipes are really helpful. Certainly, I know you mentioned a little bit extra test talents. Maybe could go a little bit thinner there. Maybe a little bit thinner on Malvin Hermit. Obviously, better in the mirror match. Certainly, what you do run into quite a bit as well. So, best of 1, we went 2-1. We crushed it. We lost the 1 aggro deck. Best of 3, we did not do well. We went 0-2 against Selesnya and Midrange. Certainly, could this deck beat it? Yes. Could we have played this a little bit differently? Potentially. Maybe need to split on that first copy there, and then we would have been okay. But hey, you know what? It happens. So, where do I think this sits? Well, Izzet Turns is a very popular deck. Epiphany decks are very popular right now, no matter what. So, where do we think this is in the meta? It's certainly a top tier deck, between probably, I'd say, tier 2 and tier 1. And we say that because the Izzet Dragons version is certainly much more powerful. It's much more proven, determined, obviously, with Worlds. Izzet Turns is a little bit different, but again, being very popular here, nonetheless, in terms of what we are seeing in the meta. So probably I'd say actually middle tier 2 for this one. Again, the Dragons deck's a little bit stronger because that is just what it is. And again, tournament versus arena, it's a little bit different as well. So Planeswalkers, if you got questions, if you got comments, love to hear from you. As always, let me know down below. Feel free to hop on the Discord server. That information's in the description or details, along with the deck list and a host of ways to stay connected for all things going on in the multiverse here. And last but not least, stay tuned because we've got a lot of great things going on. Great way to support the channel as well. Good benefits to you. The YouTube membership, Patron stuff. We'll get back in the live stream here soon. And we'll continue with our top decks for standard, historic, jank. Going to get that Friday night meta list out as always. And last but not least, our tier list. So stay tuned, Planeswalkers. We'll see you again soon. Until next time, Mythras out.